I am just heading into Meadow Grove. Quiet little town just off the trail. This was the original post office, moved from another site to here. It now serves as a museum. And you're looking at the site of the original depot, no longer here, just to the left of the trail.
A fast-moving and destructive blizzard raced across the plains in January of 1888. It was later referred to as the school children's storm because of the predicaments faced by many young people who were caught in it on the way home. The morning of January 12th was described by many who lived at the time as clear and comfortable. However, in the early afternoon they could see disaster charging toward them on the horizon. The temperature dropped rapidly, and a light rain quickly changed to skin-stinging sleet and then to snow whipped by strong winds. Young and old were in fields and on roads away from shelter, and most were completely unprepared. As a result, the sub-zero temperatures and whiteout conditions caused a significant loss of life. Many tragic and humorous stories were shared by survivors afterwards. The following story was told by a man named E.G. Effinger. On the morning after the storm, the countryside was thrilled by the sound of the first train whistle that had been heard for 3 days, and all who were not engaged in digging themselves out of drifts hastened to the depot. The train, which came in, consisted of an engine with a V-type snowplow, a coal car loaded with scrap iron, and a caboose. It came to a stop a little east of the depot, and the trackmen, who had been picked up along the line from Norfolk, attacked a 4-foot drift which had formed between the water tank and the depot. The drift had formed diagonally across the track and was so hard that it was necessary to square it to avoid derailing the engine. When the men got back in the caboose, the train backed up about a mile, then came ahead at full speed. By this time, the platform, which was about 4 feet above the ground, was well filled with women and girls. When the engine hit the drift, it threw snow onto the platform so that many of the spectators were completely covered, only feet and petticoats marking the places where they had stood. Those of us who had been out of reach of the huge blocks of snow hurried to the rescue and dug them out. No serious accidents were reported, but it was noticed that the ladies were not quite so friendly after the experience.